Good evening. Hey guys, how you doing? It's John, and it's time for Mr. Weber's Web O Mystery, in which I, John Weber, do one of my favorite things in the whole world. I share a radio show with you, my friend, and we listen to it together, and we can type it up in the chat while we're listening to the show and just have all kinds of fun. It is, again, one of my favorite things to do, and I'm so glad that I got a chance to do this show. And before I get too overheated and get the whole thing going without the theme song, here's the theme song.
Mr. Weber's Web O Mystery. Mr. Weber's Web O Mystery. Mr. Weber's Web O Mystery.
Oh, it's going to be a fun one tonight. I have had so much fun in the past weeks with you and all of our friends in the chat. And we have at different times brought up Myrna Loy. Myrna Loy is famous for having been in the Thin Man movies. She is the Nora of Nick and Nora Charles, and she had a long history in Hollywood and was a real fine human being, like a real terrific person. We'll be talking about that later. But, there's also something going on in this episode as well. So let me show you this. This story tonight is an episode of the much beloved and deservedly so, the fantastic radio series Suspense. It was so good. It lasted so many years, more than 20, and it was a pivotal show, not only for its performers like Myrna Loy. She didn't get a chance to play roles like this all the time. She's super glamorous. She's one of the few people that I've gone to my art person robot and asked them to do pictures of Myrna Loy. And every one of them is a stunner. That's actually why I asked Joe, who makes our graphics, of course, Joe Townsell, who's in the chat. I asked him, do you think we could use 2 of these pictures? Because they're so good. And he was like, oh my God, yes, absolutely. he was taken with them as well. A stunning woman, Myrna Loy. But also a really good character actor. Like, she didn't have to be a leading lady. She could have been a great actor no matter what she looked like. So we're going to get that in tonight's show. But I also did a little bit of, it's been a busy week, frankly. So yeah, I did my research, but not as much as I wish I had done, because my goodness, this story, library book, what a plain title. It's not terrible, but it's a plain title. It's based on a short story. And the short story is called The Book That Squealed. Isn't that not amazing? It was written by Cornell Woolrich. Cornell Woolrich is a fascinating person. Oh my gosh. He has actually been said to be the 4th best crime writer of his day in the United States. So that puts him behind Dashiell Hammett, Stanley Gardner, and Raymond Chandler. And then there's Cornell Woolrich. Oh my gosh, those are some lofty names to be among. Cornell and Myrna were actually born at the beginning of the 20th century, only 2 years apart. Cornell Woolrich was born in 1903. Myrna Loy was born in 1905. Myrna Loy's family, when she was born, lived in Montana, and they lived a relatively calm country lifestyle for most of her youth. Cornell was born in Mexico City, because that's where his parents were. And eventually, they both moved to the major cities. Myrna Loy's father passed away, and so her mom moved her children to Los Angeles because by then Myrna was a teenager and really wanted to be in movies and clearly was very beautiful and had a lot of skill. So her mom thought that was a good place to take a chance. Now, Myrna didn't have the easiest career, but she was really a standout. Actually, Cecil B. DeMille is the person credited for discovering her. He gave her a small role in one of his big epic movies. And she just basically got more roles from there. Meanwhile, Cornell Woolrich, his father passed away. His mother and he moved to New York City. He went to Columbia University, Cornell Woolrich, and was very interested in writing. He basically found himself injured at one point and had to sit in a room for a very, very long time. Now, they say the injury was a gangrenous foot. Ooh. So he would stare out the windows and stare at the other people that he could see from the windows and just people watch all day. Oh, by the way, Cornell Woolrich wrote The Rear Window. Yeah, if you're a Hitchcock fan, that is huge. That was kind of his story. And he wrote many stories. The Night Has a Thousand Eyes is also his. He started out writing jazz age stories. Now, that was inspired by F. Scott Fitzgerald, but it was a genre of writing about the party people of the 1920s. He was just out of college and selling stories and doing quite well when the bottom fell out of that genre. Nobody wanted to, in 1930, after the Depression began, nobody wanted to hear about the party people out on Long Island. So he was done writing that. He switched over to, get this, he's writing these like F. Scott Fitzgerald, Great Gatsby kind of novels. He switches it up. Now he's writing for like Detective Weekly magazine. He switched over to pulps to write crime stories and frankly did so much better as a crime author. He took off. He was so incredibly successful that they flew him out to Hollywood to become a screenwriter. Everybody in Hollywood was like, yeah, we can't wait for this to work. He just partied. True to his original genre. He just partied the whole time. He was a gay man. And he was finally away from his mother and finally able to do exactly what he wanted to do. He partied. There was also a marriage of convenience that did not work out. Then a divorce. Then he came back to New York and just wrote and wrote and wrote. He was so prolific. He had to make up 2 pseudonyms because people were saying, you're submitting too many stories. So anyway, Cornell Woolrich, among his many, many stories, wrote the story that we are going to hear tonight. We're listening to I didn't keep that. I wish I could remember to tell you, but it will be in the credits of Suspense, who the person was who adapted this for radio and called it Library Book. Myrna Loy, meanwhile, is just a fascinating gal, and we're going to get to hear her. All right. So here we go. Taking a look at the chat, Loy appeared in over 120 films over 6 decades, according to Perplexity. Yes. And that is correct, Scott. She did do a few silents as well. Christopher Ruhlbach, also known as Christopher Bach, his pseudonym, said 2 pen names. I have a pen name, but it's more like a crayon name with my writing. I'll take your word for it, my friend. And then, I'm saying, I always loved this one. Scott says, I first saw her with Boris Karloff in The Mask of Fu Manchu. I mean, it is not a comfortable subject to talk about the white people playing Asian people aspect of it, but she was a sadistic little minx, that character in Fu Manchu. And boy, Myrna Loy just sunk her teeth into that. No, Cornell did not go to Cornell. He went to Columbia. Raphael, shame on you. Try to get all of this all of this. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just going through all of the various comments here. Sorry the show ground to a halt for a second. Okay. All right. We've got so much to cover tonight. So let's get started. I'm going to take you to a now I have forgotten to do this in the past, but Raphael always complains. I mean, reminds me that I do need to give credit to the person who's providing our video and our recording tonight. And this account, we have listened to them before, and they're terrific. We really needed a good version of this show. They have it. It's from an account called Suspense and Escape Remastered. We have listened to them before. Let me click like on that. Hey, while I'm clicking like and I've already subscribed to this account, I certainly hope if this is your first time with us, you'll consider liking and subscribing this YouTube account, Weber Internet Thingy. We do many different kinds of shows, and it is my pleasure to entertain. I hope I managed to do that. Let's listen right now to Suspense. It's all that in a bag of chips. I love this show. Here we go. Myrna Loy as the hot crime-solving librarian in Library Book, right here on Mr. Weber's Webo Mystery.
The Roma Wine Company of Fresno, California presents Suspense. Tonight, Roma Wines bring you Miss Myrna Loy, a star of Library Book, a suspense play produced, edited, and directed for Roma Wines by William Spear. Suspense, radio's outstanding theater of thrills, is presented for your enjoyment by Roma Wines. That's R-O-M-A, Roma Wines. Those excellent California wines that can add so much pleasantness to the way you live, to your happiness in entertaining guests, to your enjoyment of everyday meals. Yes, right now a glassful would be very pleasant, as Roma Wines bring you Miss Myrna Loy in Library Book, a remarkable tale of suspense.
I'll get it, Maggie. Public Library, Hillcrest Branch. Miss Roberts speaking. No, I'm sorry. We do not carry the racing form. We do not carry even the current racing form, much less those published in 1925. I know nothing whatever of man-of-war's activities. Well, you'll have to consult another source to win your wager. Goodbye. Yes?
Miss, do I give mine book back here?
Yes, this is the return desk. Let me see. That's 2 days overdue. You owe 4 cents, Mrs. Rudnick.
It's a lot of reading. My daughter read it to me nights. Here's the 4 cents, miss.
Thank you.
Oh, it was a grand book, though. Really grand.
Gone with the wind, I suppose. I personally very seldom read bestsellers.
It surely is romantic. I wonder, miss, do you know what happens on page 931?
Page 931?
Yes, we don't know to this day whether Scarlett, she goes to Melon's party for Ashley, or page 931 and 932 are missing. So we were wondering if...
Missing? Good heavens, let me see.
We just give anything to know if Scarlett went to the party.
One moment, Mrs. Rudnick.
Huh?
The pages are missing. One leaf has been torn or cut from this book. This is vandalism.
It's what?
A page has been deliberately ripped out.
Oh.
I'll have to ask you for your reader's card.
But we didn't do it.
One moment, please. Miss Hughes.
Yeah?
Miss Hughes, will you please look up the list price of this book, Gone with the Wind?
Yeah, sure. Just a second.
You see, Mrs. Rudnick, you will have to pay the cost of the book or lose all library privileges until you do.
Oh, but please, Miss, we didn't do it.
It's $1.49, Prudence.
I don't pay no $1.49 because I didn't do it.
How'd you find out about the damage, Prudence?
Mrs. Rudnick called my attention to it, fortunately.
Oh. Well, if she tore out the page, she wouldn't have told you.
Now, you see, miss?
But the rules...
Oh, relax, Prudence.
Well, very well, Mrs. Rudnick. I'll investigate further. In the meantime, you may continue to use your card.
Oh, thank you, miss. Thank you so much, and goodbye.
Goodbye. Maggie, why must you interfere like that? You know the rules perfectly well.
Yeah, sure, but they don't make sense.
That's not for us to say. She should have reported before she took the book out.
Well, now, that's silly. How could you report the page was torn out before she read the book?
Well, maybe you're right.
I don't know why you raised such a dust about it anyhow.
Because if I don't find out who did tear the book, I'll have to pay. And I don't want to spend $1.49 on a bestseller.
Hey.
Take care of that boy, Maggie.
Okay. What'll it be?
These here.
You want to take these out? All of them?
Sure, here's my card.
Oh. Tarzan of the Apes, Tarzan Triumphant, Tarzan and the Leopard Men, Tarzan and the Forbidden City, Tarzan the Invincible, Tarzan... Morning Becomes Electra.
Yeah, I'm making a radio, a walkie-talkie.
Oh, look, I haven't read this myself, but I don't think it's going to help you.
No? It says Electra.
Yeah, well, anyway, you got one too many books.
Okay, I'll take the electric book out when I bring these back. I'll bring them back tomorrow, so save it.
5 books, and he'll bring them back tomorrow. Did you get that, Prudence? 5 books, and the kids... Prudence, what are you doing?
It's very strange. It's really very strange.
Are you still mooning over that missing page? In Gone with the Wind?
Yes. You know, whoever ripped that page out also underlined words on the following page, page 933.
Yeah? What kind of words?
Oh, they don't seem to mean anything. Words like anyone, merrily, hardly. They've been underlined by little scratches in the paper.
Well, maybe somebody was cutting out cookies on top of the book. Come on, huh? It's past closing time.
I've got to find out what's on page 931. Well, I can buy a copy of this book on my way home, and I will.
Buy it? I thought you wouldn't spend dough on a bestseller.
Well, I shouldn't. But this annoys me. It's vandalism. And besides, I have an odd feeling, a feeling that something's wrong. Yes, I have a definite premonition.
Prudence, will you put that book away and come to bed?
All right, Maggie. I guess you win.
Oh, was cookies?
No, it was words. I fastened the 2 pages together and made the marks back through. But these words don't mean anything either. Cure, wait, poor. I think they were cut out of the book because the marks are above and below each word.
Sure, that's kid stuff. You know, cut out words and paste them to write a letter.
Cut them out. Well, of course. Let's see. There's poor, your, 50, instructions, her, Melanie.
Oh, Melanie. That was Olivia de Havilland in the picture.
Really? I wouldn't know. Now, I'll start with the word 50. It's an adjective and must modify something.
Oh, Natch.
50 health. No. 50 instructions. Could be, but it's awkward. 50 grand. Well, it's slang, but it does mean something.
I'll tell the world 50 grand means something.
Now, a noun must be followed by a verb. 50 grand to wait. Or to cure. I'll try that. 50 grand to cure.
That's a plenty expensive cure, that.
Now, her. 50 grand to cure her.
Melanie. A girl's name.
Melanie, why, yes. All the other words pair off perfectly now. Your Melanie, poor health, wait, instructions.
50 grand to cure her.
That's it, Maggie. The words couldn't possibly go in any other order.
Yeah. So, now you've solved the puzzle. Let's get to bed.
Well, all right. I suppose I have to wait until the morning to call the police.
The police? Just because a book was torn?
No, because it's a ransom note.
Oh, Prudence.
But can't you see? That's what it says. Some poor girl named Melanie has been kidnapped and is being held for ransom for 50 grand. It's our duty as citizens to help her.
For suspense, Roma Wines are bringing you as star Miss Myrna Loy in Library Book by Cornell Woolrich. Roma Wines' presentation tonight in radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense. Between the acts of suspense, this is Truman Bradley for Roma Wines. Elsa Maxwell, the noted hostess, says, every woman knows men love good home cooking, simple dishes cooked well, like beef with pan-browned potatoes, a rich stew piping hot, a spaghetti with a lively sauce. And here's a secret to really make simple food more tempting, more enjoyable. Serve cool Roma California Burgundy. So delightful, so delicious, so distinguished. Enjoy Roma Burgundy with your dinner tomorrow night. It adds so much to the pleasure of dining. Roma wines are always unvaryingly good, full of fragrance and finer tasting, the result of carefully selected grapes, gathered at peak of flavor fullness from California's choicest vineyards, quickly but gently pressed, then unhurriedly, guided to perfection by Roma's ancient winemaking skill, and bottled at Roma's famed wineries. Remember, because of uniformly fine quality at reasonable cost, more Americans enjoy Roma than any other wine. Always ask for Roma, R-O-M-A, Roma wines.
And now Roma Wines bring back to our Hollywood soundstage Myrna Loy as Prudence Roberts in Library Book, a play well calculated to keep you in suspense.
Miss Roberts, I'm sorry I couldn't get here till this late. I'm Lieutenant Murphy from headquarters.
Oh, you're a detective?
Well, that's what my paycheck says, ma'am.
Oh, well, of course, you're not in uniform. But come over here behind my desk. I want to show you something.
Yes, ma'am.
Has anyone been kidnapped lately?
Huh? What?
Anyone named Melanie? Do you know?
Why?
Well, this book came back to the library damaged, and I deciphered a kidnap message from the damaged page. See? Read it.
You deciphered this note?
You're laughing at me. I want to do my duty, and you laugh.
Oh, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. We'll check on... Well, say, what do you know?
Yes? What is it?
Oh, nothing, miss. You took your glasses off, that's all. What'd you say your name was again, miss?
My name is Miss Prudence Roberts. What has that got to do with this?
Well, we have to know the source of our information. Yeah, this does look like a ransom note now that I look at it.
Of course it does.
But we haven't any case on deck right now that this could possibly fit into. I never heard of a ransom note without a kidnap case.
Oh, you haven't. Very well. I'm sorry I bothered you. We have to close the library now, so good evening.
Just a minute, miss. What are you going to do?
I'm going to find out who damaged this book. Do you see this card? These are all the people who have taken the book out. 6 altogether.
Mm-hmm.
Lucille Baumgarten, August Beasley, Walter Evans,
Well,
Jeanette
that's
Craig.
fine, miss. Look, maybe I could drop around and see how you're making out. Tomorrow?
No, I wouldn't inconvenience you. You needn't bother.
Gee, miss, you talk such good English.
I try to.
Well, look, could I see you home? It's pretty late, you know.
I feel quite safe, thank you. The worst that ever happened to me was one night when a vulgar masher spoke to me. He said, "Hi, Toots." Imagine.
Oh. Did you have your glasses on?
Why, come to think of it, that was the time I'd left them to be repaired. How very peculiar.
Yeah. Say, miss, how would you like to see a picture tonight with me, huh?
I wouldn't think of going out with someone I've met only once, Lieutenant.
Oh, yeah. I guess you wouldn't.
And besides, because the police of this city are obviously so inefficient, I have a great deal of work to do. Yes, Lieutenant Murphy, I'm going to be very busy tonight. Miss Baumgarten, I only wanted to make sure. You're sure the page was missing when you read it?
Oh, it was missing all right. I remember because it took me quite a while to figure out what happened, but I finally did, so it didn't worry me. Say, I'm not going to be in any trouble over this, am I?
No, it was damaged by someone before you.
But, Miss, I didn't even read the book. I saw the name on it, see? Gone with the Wind. So I thought it was about airplanes. I'm building a glider, but when I started to read it, criminally. I think they ought to name books so you know what you're getting. It'd save a lot of trouble.
My dear young lady, a man of my age and education is aware of the value of books and cares for them properly, even novels. Yes, I remember that page was missing, obviously ripped out, an act of wanton destruction. Shocking, shocking.
Yes, what do you want?
Does Miss Jeanette Craig live here?
What's that?
Does Miss Jeanette Craig live here?
She did. She moved.
Ah, when did she move?
Oh, about 2 weeks ago, Monday, I think. Yes, on the 17th.
But she returned this book on the 18th.
That book? Oh, no, I was the one that returned that for her. I was cleaning out a room and I found it.
Well, I work in the public library, and this book was damaged. I wanted to speak to Miss Craig about it.
Oh, well, all I know is that she didn't expect to go when she did. Her room still paid for her, and she left most of her things.
Ah.
Someone took sick and sent for her, they said. They called for her late one night, and off she went in a rush with 2 men.
But if she left her belongings, she'll be coming back for them.
Well, I guess she will, or she'll send for them.
When did you say her room would be available?
Her room?
Yes, I'm thinking of moving, and I like this neighborhood, and I thought...
Oh, well, come right in, and I'll show it to you. Now, it's real nice, first floor. Careful, it's dark in these halls. I'm used to it, and I can roam around with my eyes shut and still find my way. Now, this was her room. Come in. It's real nice in the daytime.
Is the closet good and deep?
Well, go ahead and look. That's her things in there, and some real nice things, too. I don't see how they do it, being a nightclub dancer.
Yes, lovely things. Huh. Funny. This monogram is MS, and on this bag, too. Those aren't her initials.
Oh, you know how it is. These girls lend each other their clothes. Probably belongs to a friend of hers.
Did you ever hear her mention Melanie?
Oh, no, we don't allow any eating in the rooms.
Well, I'll take it, but I have a roommate.
That's all right with me.
Fine. I'll get her, and we'll move in tonight.
Tonight? Well, all right. I'll move Miss Craig's things into my room, then.
Oh, no. Leave them right here. I mean, you don't have to bother. We'll have plenty of space. The closet is so large.
Well, just as you say.
And anyway, I want to know when someone comes for her things, because I do want to find out where Miss Craig is. You see, I'm terribly anxious about the book. I really am.
Oh, Prudence, you and your mystery. We move out of a perfectly good apartment into a room next door to a pool hall.
But I have to find out where Jeanette Craig is.
Even when the lights are out, we have that darn neon sign. Chop Suey. Chop Suey.
But don't you think it's strange, Maggie? All her things initialed MS instead of JC. M could stand for...
Hey, listen. What's that?
Shh. Someone's unlocking the door.
Holy smoke.
Someone's come for her clothes. I know it. Yes? What do you want?
Well, I didn't expect to see.
We rented this room today. Wait, I'll turn on the light. Now, what do you want?
Well, you see, I was sent to get something...
How'd you get a key?
Huh?
I know. You've come for Miss Craig's things. Is that it?
Yeah. Yeah, miss, that's right. It's a good thing you rented the room because I come to pay up and settle everything. This way it's going to be a lot easier.
This way you can just take the things. They're right here in the closet. I'll help you.
Yeah? Well, thanks.
Here.
Huh? What did you...
It's quite a load, isn't it?
Well, Yeah, well, thanks. Thanks, miss.
You'll have to make 2 trips.
Yeah, okay, so.
There's so many things.
Yeah, well, I'll be right back as soon as I get these in the car.
Quick, Maggie. I have to dress. Help me.
Oh, why didn't you ask him where this
I can't
girl...
ask him. Now, look, Maggie. I'm going to slip out now. While he's in here, I'm going downstairs.
Why are you messing in this?
And I want you to cover up for me and delay him as long as possible.
Oh, jeepers. What are you going to do?
Come here. Look out the window. See his car down there, the long black one?
Yeah, I see it.
Well, I'm going to get in that taxi and follow him. Driver, he's awfully far ahead.
Lady, I know this game backwards. It's been 20 miles and I haven't lost him yet.
Keep close watch. He may turn off in an effort to evade us.
I'll see him. Hey, what's the matter? You move out on you, huh? Well, I don't blame you for being sore. But, lady, there's all kinds of angles.
I beg your pardon.
For instance, I notice you wear glasses. Now, there's a saying. Men never make passes at girls who wear...
Please, will you confine yourself to your driving?
Okay. Hey, look, he turned.
Oh, hurry. Why? We're way out in the country.
Oh, you said it. He's turning off again, up ahead. Probably a driveway.
Pull up at the entrance.
Okay. Well, this must be it. There's a house, and there's the car.
Oh, what a lonely-looking place.
Yeah. Now what?
Well, you wait here, driver.
1 minute, lady. The time has come to tell you I got you clocked at $7.85.
That much? And I forgot my pocketbook.
I thought so, the old game.
But I have money at home.
Outside. You heard me? Outside. That's right. Now, if you was a man, I'd take it out of your jaw. As it is.
Oh, please. You aren't going to leave me.
Yeah. You're gonna walk.
But you can't leave me here.
Lady, I can't. Anyway, they might have a phone in the house.
I don't even know where I am.
I'll tell you where you are, baby. You're on your own.
Oh, to think anyone could be so... I'll report you.
Hey, you.
What? Oh, good heavens.
Quick, come closer, please.
All right.
Oh, please, take me away from here. Please help me get away from here.
Who are you?
Melanie Stevenson. They won't let me go. I think they're going to kill me.
Melanie? Ah. But where is Miss Craig?
I'm Miss Craig. Oh, please, I'll tell you later, but get me out of here.
Well, can you climb through and drop from the sill?
No, I'm chained to the bed. Oh, please, hurry, bring someone back with you. That's the only way I can get out of here.
All right. I'll run back and phone Lieutenant Murphy, and the police will...
Oh, no, they won't. Come in, Toots, and stay a while.
But you see,
Oh, hello. So we meet again. So you had a nice long ride following me, huh? Get in.
Oh, but you can't...
Now, don't be bashful. You ain't going nowhere else from here. Not even to phone your friend, Lieutenant Murphy. You've reached the end of the road, babe. Positively the end of the road.
Oh, Murphy, close the door and sit down. This is important.
Okay, Captain. Well, what's up?
Kidnapping case, Murphy. I only hope we're not too late. That man who just left my office was Martin Stevenson.
Yeah, who's been kidnapped?
His daughter. This is the story. She ran away from home a few months ago to work in a nightclub. Took another name. Didn't even let her family know where she was living. That's why they didn't know when she disappeared, so it wasn't reported until now.
How'd she disappear?
Well, her father doesn't know. But it looks like someone recognized her in the club, knew the Stevensons had dough, and grabbed her. Well, first thing the old man knows, he gets a ransom note. You know, the usual kind, words cut out of something and pasted on paper to look like a telegram.
Words pasted on... Captain, what was the daughter's name?
Milani, I think.
Milani. Chief, you should have had her to read more, like me.
Huh?
It's Melanie. Like in Gone with the Wind. She's the same note. The same note.
What are you raving
The
about?
note that librarian, Miss Roberts, called us about. Remember I told you? Remember what a laugh it handed us?
Yeah, say, that's right. Well, she must be a pretty smart girl. Hey, maybe we ought to talk to her.
Yeah, just a minute. I got her phone number. I'll call her up.
Oh, so you got her phone number.
Huh?
I thought you said she wears glasses.
Well, I got it, Cap, just in case I turned up any information.
Yeah.
That's funny. She don't answer.
Well, she might know one or two people besides you, Myrtle.
Yeah, but she's got a roommate. Oh, well, I guess I can see her in the morning. That's soon enough.
Oh, Prudence, they're going to kill us. I know it. They're sure you already went to the police. They're desperate. Maybe tonight they'll do it.
I guess they could kill us and still collect the ransom. But I don't think... No, they won't dare.
What are you doing?
Still trying to get this chain off my wrist. If I could open the padlock...
Oh,
darn
if you'd
thing.
only moved away from the window sooner. Hey, what's that?
Someone on the stairs. They're carrying something up. Listen.
Have you got enough, Duke? You want to pour a lot on the stairs?
A lot of what?
Plenty. I got plenty.
What's that smell, Prudence? It's like...
Gasoline.
Oh,
Oh, they couldn't do that.
Come on, Duke. Get in the car. I got to start.
they're going to burn us alive.
Shh. I want to hear.
Be right with you as soon as I give Meech a clip in the head.
Why worry? The smoke will get him. Come on.
Oh, I'm soft-hearted. Won't take a minute.
Oh, Prudence.
Shh. Get under the bed, quick. That's right, way back. Now, don't make a sound.
Okay, Duke. Step on it.
All right, ladies, where are you? No, I don't need a light to find you. You're so attached to that bed. Come on. Where are you? So you're being cute. Well, that ain't going to help any because you trip me up, you little...
Bully, you unutterable bully. This is a good, strong shoe, and I'm going to... Trying to hit two helpless girls.
Oh, no. Prudence, the fire, look.
Oh, I'm getting out of here. Just have it your way, babe. Just have it your way.
Help!
Melanie.
Prudence.
Melanie, will you stop that awful noise?
I don't want to die like this. I don't want to die like
Well, neither do I, but I have my dignity.
Help!
Hush. Please, hush. I want to see what they do.
What difference does it make they're leaving?
Yes, they're in the car, but a car's pulling up in front. Melanie, two cars. They've come. They found us. The police. Lieutenant Murphy and two cars. Listen. That's it, Lieutenant. That's the way.
Jump!
They've caught both of them, Eddie and Duke. It's wonderful. Lieutenant Murphy and Maggie's with him. That's how we knew.
Come on, jump, Miss Roberts!
We can't jump, Lieutenant. We're chained to the bed. He's coming up.
Oh, but can he get through? The stairs are full of smoke.
Can he get through, Lieutenant Murphy? Listen, fire won't stop him. We're in here. Over here in the corner.
Where's the padlock?
Right here, between us.
Okay, now look, I'm going to smash it with this flashlight, I hope. Turn your face. There, that does it. It's open. Are you Melanie Stevenson?
Yeah.
Yeah, now look, you're going to have to jump. They'll break your fall. They got a net down
Oh, I can't. I'm afraid.
Your father's down there.
Father?
Yeah, now come on, have a girl. Up on the ledge.
I'm afraid.
That's right. Now don't let the fire confuse you.
All right.
Just push off. That's it. Okay.
Did they catch her?
Yeah, sure. Now, next.
All right.
You're not afraid, are you, Miss Roberts?
Afraid? No? Really, Lieutenant Murphy? Why would I? Why could I?
Miss Roberts. Prudence. Oh, well, what do you know? After all this, she faints.
It's awfully nice of you to drive me home, Lieutenant.
Oh, forget it. I'm just thankful I had enough sense to try and find you tonight.
How did you find me?
Well, first I went to your apartment, and from there I found where you moved to. And Maggie knew which cab you took tonight, and, well, after that it was pie.
It was so melodramatic the way you got there just in time.
Yeah? Oh, you know, I can't get over the way you talk, Miss Roberts. Every word so clear, just like a poem.
Poem.
Yeah, that's what I said. Poem. Oh, I certainly hope I'm going to see you some now that the excitement's over.
Well,
Look, there's a real highbrow picture showing right near your place. I'd sure like to take you to.
no, I'm sorry.
Well, I just thought I'd ask.
But if you know of a good, fast murder picture with a lot of shooting.
Miss Roberts.
Can that, Miss Roberts?
Prudence. Hey, wait, what are you doing?
I'm throwing my glasses out of the window. From now on, call me Toots.
Roma Wines have brought you Myrna Loy as star of Library Book, tonight's study in suspense.
This is Truman Bradley for Roma Wines, the sponsor of Suspense. With family and friends dropping in more and more, with more frequent entertaining at home, here's a tip from famed hostess Elsa Maxwell. She says, I always welcome friends and guests with Roma California Sherry served cool. There is nothing so friendly, so heartwarming as delicious, glorious gold and amber Roma Sherry. Rich in natural fragrance and nutty, mellow taste. The perfect first call for dinner. Most enjoyable later in the evening, too. Easier to serve than tea or coffee. Yes, friends, because of Roma's goodness, smart hostesses and thrifty housewives from Malibu to Main Street prefer Roma to any other wine. Enjoy Roma regularly. For better cocktails, use full-flavored Roma Vermouth. Made and bottled in California, yet surprisingly low-priced. Try Roma Vermouth soon, won't you?
Miss Myrna Loy will soon be seen in the Jack Skirball, Bruce Manning production, A Genius in the Family. Next Thursday, you will hear Clifton Webb as star of Suspense, radio's outstanding theater of thrills.
Presented by Roma Wines, R-O-M-A, made in California for enjoyment throughout the world. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Oh my goodness. Hang on. There we go. Let me unshare this. There we go. Let me just, there we go. Okay, there you are. That was Library Book starring Myrna Loy, who played quite a character. I had not listened to that episode. I wanted to hear it fresh along with you. And boy, that was a lot of fun. You guys are killing me in the comments. Clifton Webb. I don't know anything about Clifton Webb, but he was a deal back in the day. Chris says, AKA Boone's Farm. Maybe that's what became of Roma. I actually did look it up during the show. Are Roma wines still available? They are not. And you know it's not a good wine if it's not aging still. The fact that they sold out of wine, I one of these days I have to figure out what happened to Roma wines. I do love that announcer, Joe. Columbia. He said every word so eloquently. I do love that guy. Champagne with Ripple becomes Champipple. This is from Fred Sanford. I saw something not too long ago that said that because Fred Sanford drank Ripple, its popularity exploded. People wanted to drink the same wine as Fred Sanford, the junk man. That's how you know Red Fox was so good. He actually sold people on Ripple. and Roma malt liquor. Yes, they did have some very interesting flavors. Oh, well, okay, so that will do it for the old time radio portion of the programming. I do want to tell you right up top here, right off the jump, that next week we are going back to Sherlock Holmes. This episode that we're going to listen to, it's an hour long, so be ready. I'm going to go a little lighter on how long I talk, and we will listen to the hour-long episode. It is from the Mercury Theater. It is an episode called The Immortal Sherlock Holmes, in which Holmes is played by the immortal Orson Welles. Orson Welles was still a very young man at this point, and one could ask, did he write this? Did somebody on staff write this? Oh, no. This script is from the play Sherlock Holmes, which was one of the most popular plays at the beginning of the 20th century, monstrously popular. And it is their adaptation of that play. I'll have more for you next week, but it's going to be a big one. It's going to be really a lot of fun, very culturally interesting. And I've listened to pieces of it, and Orson Welles makes such an excellent Sherlock Holmes. It's a marriage made in heaven, honestly. Chris, I do not know off the top of my head who plays Watson on this one, but someone does. And there's also a Moriarty in this one, I think, as well. It is a very interesting... Joe asks, was this the great Sherlock Holmes panic of 1938? No, you're mixing up two Orson Welles stories. You're just pulling my leg here. Thank you, Scott. It's the William Gillette version. Scott, you're not only right about that. William Gillette made his bones in that play. It was one of the big things that made Sherlock Holmes an international figure, because that play lasted for decades. It toured everywhere, all over the world. There were so many different versions of it. I couldn't remember the name William Gillette. So Scott, thank you for reminding me of it. And yes, William Gillette's play, he actually worked with Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Well, what he did was he basically adapted whatever he wanted out of Conan Doyle's writing, and then said to Conan Doyle, hey, this is all right? This is okay. And Conan Doyle wanted a play. He had written one himself, but it was not very good. I'm already telling you the backstory. Anyway, this was a famous script. It is adapted by Orson Welles. Orson Welles is playing Sherlock Holmes. If that's not enough to hook you in, oh boy, you are a tough sell, and I admire that. So that will be next week. Yes, absolutely, Joe. Major radio play. And I agree, Scott. Orson Welles is good in everything. Orson Welles had an excellence that the world loved and recognized. And sometimes we take that for granted because, we remember the Orson Welles who was like drunk selling frozen peas, doing magic tricks on the Mike Douglas show. Like we remember a less important, less accomplished Orson Welles, but he was a very accomplished man. Diana J. Brody did the research for us. In 1950, Roma was still the most popular wine in America, but info does get sparse after 1970 on what happened next. And they did get sold off. So for all we know, the Gallows bought them out. There might be something like that. And I will pass it on. Thank you for the compliment, Raphael. Great thumbnails, guys. The art came from Night Cafe. God bless them. Beautifully done. I only had to try about 1,000 times before I got that picture. It's just me complaining. Scott says Holmes, Frankenstein, and Dracula really became pop culture phenomenons after their stage versions that led to films. Absolutely true. Sometimes people forget how important the stage plays were at the beginning of the 20th century for really shaping. Wizard of Oz was another property that so many versions of it had been done on stage. And people remember the movies because, look at us. We're a movie kind of culture. It might have been Merv Griffin, Raphael, where Orson Welles was doing his card tricks. That's true. That might have been it. Oh my God, look how hung up I got on that one. So yes, that is next Thursday. Join us at 7 p.m. on the Pacific Coast and 10 p.m. on the East Coast. Coming up this Sunday, more old time radio. It's going to be a longer episode than Web of Mystery usually is. We shoot for an hour, under an hour here on the Thursday night show. But as you know, on Sundays, we like to go to maybe 90 minutes. I'm going to be playing you as many clips as I can possibly get in of Jack Benny versus Fred Allen. If you're a comedy nerd like so many of you are, I mean, I know so many of you so well now that I know you love these sort of ins and outs of comedy and the creative process. And Jack Benny and Fred Allen, they had a 20-year feud that was absolutely gigantic. It was such a big part of the culture. People laughed as soon as these guys started talking. They were great comedians, but also this gimmick they had of hating each other, which of course they didn't really hate each other, but that allowed them to take such liberties with each other. It is hilarious. If you like the kind of roast humor and clean as a whistle. You had to be so clean in the early part of the 20th century. And that these guys managed to be so funny while doing clean humor at the same time. It's a miracle. So there you go. I hope you join me on Sunday for Jack Benny versus Fred Allen. It's one of those few shows where I go, I wish my dad was still alive to hear this, because he was the one who introduced me to these two. And what a fantastic storyline it is. We're going to have a lot of fun listening to it. Then on Tuesday, as we always do, Joe Townsend will be joining me on the screen along with our good friend Eric Kramer. I'm going to remind me that I need to tell you a little bit about Eric Kramer. We are going to, on Tuesday, on our Retro Trekkers show, we're going to recap and review the Star Trek The Next Generation episode Devil's Due. I love the setup. I love magic being mixed into the Star Trek universe. Sometimes I love to hate it, as in the episode of Cat's Paw from the original series. I really don't like that episode, but it gets me and I get it. This one's going to be even more fun because it's TNG, and it's later in the series. It's not near the beginning of the series, so pretty good, pretty darn good. You're gonna have fun with that one. And on the weekend, I believe it's going to be Saturday morning. This is a last minute thing. That picture right there is a picture of the pot of brisket chili. Smoked brisket chili that Eric Kramer and I made yesterday. We shot this yesterday for KGB, Kramer's Bar and Grill, and you can find us on the YouTube channel, Eric Kramer, home of Kramer's Bar and Grill. I got that right? Eric Allen Kramer, home of the Kramer Bar and Grill. I never wrote it down, so please write it down in your mind. And hey, Scott, you got a red shirt today. That's fantastic. We still have to get Eric his, and he told us it was okay, so that's cool. That is cool. Loving all of the comments. Oh, just so great. So great. I'm sorry. Did I say Bar and Grill? It's Grill and Bar, KGB. This is what happens when I don't write things down. What else can I tell you? Okay, I did write some of this stuff down. I promised I was going to tell you a little bit more about Myrna Loy. I'll tell you one story because it's pretty awesome and shows you who Myrna Loy was. Myrna Loy was always whenever anyone would interview her, whenever anyone would ask her for her opinion on things, she would always point out the social injustices that she saw every day. And for somebody born in 1905, you can imagine she saw social injustice her entire life. And she would always speak out. She would speak out on behalf of people of all races and people of all religions. She would speak out for women. She would speak out for children. She would speak out for LGBTQ folks. She was someone who was always a crusader for the progress of human rights and human equality. She would be very uncomfortable with where things are today. I can tell you that much about Myrna Loy. Myrna Loy was disliked in Hollywood by the powerful people because she was so outspoken. And really, women in the 30s, 40s, 50s, they were not supposed to be as outspoken about politics as Myrna Loy, but she didn't care. She was her own person. And that led the Hollywood Reporter in 1947 to print a story accusing her of being a communist. It wasn't a well-researched story, and it wasn't a true story. And she sued them. And in 1947, she won. She sued the Hollywood Reporter, which in an industry town like Hollywood, they always say, do not mess with the powerful people. You may never work again. She didn't care. She sued them for $1 million. In 2025 money, that $1 million is $14.7 million. Can you imagine, even today, somebody suing a major industry paper and getting almost $15 million for it? That's how wrong they were. That's how right she was. When the House Un-American Activities Committee was calling her friends in to testify and just beating the hell out of people's lives for nothing more than making inquiry into other political views other than the mainstream of America. There were people losing their entire careers over this, not necessarily communists, not necessarily any kind of socialists, just people who looked into other things. Myrna Loy actually sent them a message. They hadn't sent anything to her. And it said in all capital letters, I dare you to call me to testify. They did not call her. They knew they were going to lose that fight. So Myrna Loy spent the rest of her career supporting politicians that she thought were going to be good for America, chiefly among them JFK. She was a big part of campaigning for JFK, but she also supported a lot of other causes and people. She worked for the UN for quite a long time, thinking there was so much that they could get done that was so good. And she really was an advocate for people and for freedom and for equality. And for that reason, and that reason alone, oh no, she was also super beautiful and funny and smart. I love those things about her too. But that makes a star out of Myrna Loy. I have done everything. Raphael says, this chili is making my mouth water. I can't believe all this time I was talking about Myrna Loy, showing you chili. This is why I am a great host and a terrible producer. Myrna Loy. There we go. Is your mouth still watering, Raphael? I bet it is. You guys were, this is true. Myrna Loy was on Hitler's hit list because she spoke out against him really early on. That is true. Yes, this brisket chili. I have to tell you, let's go back to the chili. I have to tell you, this chili is the best chili I've ever had. And I've had fantastic chili. There are many different kinds of chili. Eric will talk about that on this episode and how this one is very specific. You know, this recipe is just one of the great recipes. But I I actually had some of this. I ate a bunch of it yesterday when we shot, but I had some of it this morning, and I had it with eggs. Oh, forget about it. So good. So good. Okay, it's not over, my friends. My God, I went over an hour. Of course I did. Hey, have you thought about... You know what? I'm going to need to edit this later. Hang on. I'm going to do it right for it. We have a lot of talented friends on this show, and we're lucky to have all these friends. One of our very talented friends is our own Christopher Ruhlbach, who writes under the name Christopher Bach. He has written many great books, and this one is called Killer Weed. We're talking about killer weed this week. Let's see. Let's see what we wrote up, you and me, Chris. The cannabis field at the center of this story seems to be thriving. Plants are over 12 feet high, and they have incredibly potent buds. Unfortunately, the weed's original growers seeded an old POW camp graveyard, and the plant's roots have been feeding on the graves of the vengeful dead. Now everyone who smokes this weed turns into a savage zombie. Things only get worse as someone gets the bright idea to burn the field. The wind changes direction and the demonic fumes enclose a small town whose residents either become undead monsters or must now fight zombified friends and neighbors. Will they survive? You're going to have to pick up Killer Weed to find out. You can get it in either digital or paper form, and you basically go to either lulu.com or shopify.com, and you look for our good friend's name, Christopher Bach. That's Killer Weed by Christopher Bach. Check out lulu.com or shopify.com. There. Pretty proud of that. Yeah, I did a little rewrite on that, Chris. Oh, good. Oh, good. I'm glad you liked the rewrite. Hey, man, we're just here to do the same thing. Sell great books from great people. JoeTonsel.com, by the way. It does. Oh my God. Yes. Yes, Raphael. This could be such a great Grindhouse movie. It actually could. You got to get it in script form, Chris. I know you probably do. You probably adapted it. Okay, my friends. I have a big thank you. Thank you, Scott. Thank you so much, Joe. I have a big surprise for all of you, but most especially my co-host, Joe Townsell, and that will come up next week. Great big surprise. You're going to love it. You Web O Mystery folks are going to love it. Chris says he has 5 different screenplays for Killer Weed. Good. Godspeed with all of them. So much fun. Thank you for joining me. You guys just absolutely make this such a fun show to do. And that for this week is that. Be sure to come back next week for Orson Welles as Sherlock Holmes. Boy, that's going to be fun. That's going to be a lot of fun. And thank you, everyone, for making this such a fun show to do. I love looking up little bits of information, sharing them with you, sharing these great shows, and here we are. I keep thinking I'm going to hit the post. Goodbye, and thanks.